So they're really still trying to manufacture Charli XCX like everybody likes her, when it's further from the truth. It's kind of like the whole thing with Beyonce. The whole thing with Beyonce with her country album is extremely manufactured. And people, I think, are finally going to realize how much manufactured a lot of these music artists are, how much they're trying to make these people into huge stars when they really are not as well here. I know there are some people who do like Sally XCX. If you do like her, that's your opinion, obviously. But the whole Brat Summer thing was hugely manufactured. They're also making a new horror movie that basically will be be produced and written by her. It's just they're really trying to shove her down people's throats. I am just really, I think a lot of people are really just sick of Charlie XCX. Like, she acts this whole very entitled at the Coachella thing because she didn't headline when most of her music is just complete garbage. Like, she says the same words over and over and over again, okay? Like, there are many artists that get criticism for doing exactly that, like Imagine Dragons, and David Guetta. But Charli XCX, she gets a free pass because she's a woman. So, she gets a free pass because she's a woman. Oh, auto tune. Oh, every other artist can't use auto tune. Oh, but Charli XCX, she can do whatever she wants, okay? And it's just the double standards the music industry is giving towards Charli XCX. Like, she doesn't deserve any awards. Okay, all of her music is literally like brainwash as well. Like B2B is literally like a brainwash song as well. Her being a terrible singer and actress at the same time is just so, you know. See, once we started SOT free so badly here. First we'll get Charli XX over conversations. He plays himself and shows the music. Producer from here is May 15th as well here. And it's just her whole thing is manufactured. Okay, her whole thing, the whole Brat Summer thing was manufactured. Nobody listened to that album. Nobody bought that album. Okay, that I get. No one streamed it. You can look at the streams of the album. It didn't really do too well, but they had billboards everywhere. Brat Summer. They had Kamala Harris basically endorsing Brat Summer. They had all of Hollywood basically endorsing Brat Summer. Okay, but the whole thing was manufactured. Okay, whole Brat Summer thing was manufactured. Same thing with the whole Party for You song. That's another terrible song she's made, but they're trying to make that song popular, but it will be popular for like a month and then it'll be dead again because that's how they do. That's how it is. Okay, they're trying to manufacture Charli XCX into basically this huge artist when nobody really cares about her music all too much as well here. And yeah. And then of course we have the horror movie, but this is just further proof that Charli XCX is because they wanna give her award. Hollywood's gonna want to give her awards. Okay, they're trying. It's kind of like Beyonce. The whole okay, and there's like a whole thing which is called an industry plant. Beyonce is like the biggest industry plant probably in all of history. Okay, as well. There's no reason she is better than Freddie Mercury as a singer. Like there's no way you can honestly say that with a straight face that Beyonce is better than Freddie Mercury or especially all those older singers, okay? A lot of those older singers were not manufactured by the Rolling Stone and all these media sites as the greatest thing since sliced bread was what they're doing. Another one, I know people can get angry when all they want that is manufactured. I think I can 100% prove that it's manufactured if I want to do it, is Adele, okay? Her whole fame was manufactured too. Okay, but not how it was with Beyonce or Charli XCX or of course Chaperone of last year because they realized that there weren't any popular songs last year because nobody really cared because they released all the popular songs around like March to April, well, like Taylor Swift and all these all established one pop artists, which I think the only one that was really successful was the Ariana Grande album, and that was because he hasn't made music in a while as well. But they really tried to manufacture Charli XCX into this huge artist and huge actress that everybody will like. the newest one they're trying to do is As and Way, like as well. And yeah, not I don't think every single new music artist is manufactured, but they're really trying so hard. The Hollywood BC is trying so hard to make Charli XCX the next big thing when her music isn't even that great. Her songwriting isn't that great. Okay. Many artists from even like 10 years ago wrote better songs, and the reason why those songs became popular, let's just say Taylor Swift, Ward, Bruno Mars, a lot of artists from the era, not Katy Perry, is because those artists, those music artists, they actually wrote songs that people actually liked. Charli XCX, I don't really think many people really like Charli XCX. Let's look at her streams. She is barely above like 30 million. I think it's because of they're trying to make Party for You the next big song, because he performed it at Coachella, so they're gonna try to make that the next big song as well. Because Charli XCX until the Brat, summer thing, she has never really had many hit songs as well. Okay, and as well, and yeah, I have an honest question here. Do people really believe Adele is a better singer than Michael Jackson? Okay, like I'm not an old person, obviously, but why does the Rolling Stone really believe Adele is a better singer than Michael Jackson when, if you rank vocalists, Adele is considered a worse vocalist than Michael Jackson? And I can just go over the whole Adele thing, but I know that people will be angry about that. Over that, so I probably will not do that. But Charli XCX, the whole thing about her career is manufactured 100%. Okay, 100%. Okay, her whole recent, the whole Brat Summer thing. Hollywood tried to manufacture that into a huge success as well here, and yeah. L of the Year, of course, tried to, as well. But again, L of the Year should not be a predictor of what songs and what music is good. Just like how Rotten Tomatoes should not be used as a reliable source of what's a good movie or not. Because according to them, Black Panther is an amazing movie with no flaws whatsoever as well. And that's what this video here. And yeah, the whole Charli XCX thing is still all manufactured. But then people are like, what about Benson Boone? Okay, they'll say he's manufactured, blah, blah. Okay. And yes, I do understand there has to be new artists every once in a while. But again, Charli XCX has been, like Sabrina Carpenter, has been making music for like a decade. And all of a sudden, are trying to make her this big thing when she has never been popular ever. Sabrina Carpenter, at least he's young, so he can say, hey, it's a young new artist, as well. I think the other one that was really manufactured, of course, Chaperone. She was, they were trying to make her this huge thing. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, please listen to Chaperone. Please listen to Chaperone. Okay, same thing with Sabrina Carpenter as well, And I think because if they do finally get rid of the whole autoplay thing where they sneak songs into your playlist, they'll finally stop recommending, these artists that people really don't care about too much. I think the most recent example is Gigi Perez. She released her album and nobody bought it. Nobody listened to it. Okay, it failed so hard. But again, they were promoting her as the next big thing. Okay, they were trying to shove her down everyone's throat. And I think doing that is going to further hurt the music industry as a whole, because you can't shove artists down people's throats. Okay, the reason why a lot of the 80s and 70s and 90s artists, even 2000s and 2010s artists were so successful is because they weren't shoved down people's throats by the media and by Spotify and YouTube. Okay, they weren't shoved down people's throats. People have to discover artists if they want people to connect with these songs and these new music and stuff like that. Okay, and that's what this video here. Goodbye.